Hey, I'm Claire. I've been making sushi at home for about 5 years now, and I've used a lot of kits, more than a dozen at this point. Here's the problem with most sushi kit reviews online. They list 5 or 6 kits, copy the product descriptions from Amazon, say, "This one is great for beginners," about all of them, and call it a day. Nobody actually opens the boxes and counts what's inside. Nobody goes through the reviews systematically. Nobody tells you that half of these kits pad their piece count with stuff you'll never use. So I did something different. I tested 6 of the most popular kits over 3 weeks. But I also went through 3,400 Amazon reviews across all 6 kits, read about 50 Reddit threads, and watched 8 other YouTube reviews. I wanted to find out what actually works and what's marketing fluff. Let's get into it. If you just want the answer, buy the Delamu 20-in-1. It's around $25 and it gives you more usable sushi tools than any other kit at this price. 52% of its Amazon reviewers specifically call it out as a great beginner set. The bamboo mats are decent quality. You get multiple mold shapes for different roll types, and it comes with basically everything you need to make sushi tonight. It's not perfect. The knife it comes with is terrible. I'll get to that later. But for your first attempt at making maki at home, nothing else gives you this much for this little. Now, if you already know the basics and you want better materials, get the BambooMN instead. The mats are noticeably heavier and tighter, premium feel. You just won't get a knife or as many accessories. This is where it gets interesting. A lot of kits advertise big piece counts. 20-in-1, 22 pieces. Sounds impressive. But when you actually open the box and separate the sushi tools from the accessories, the numbers tell a different story. The Delamu claims 20 pieces. 12 of those are actual sushi making tools. The other 8 are 4 chopstick pairs, 2 sauce dishes, a carrying bag, and a cleaning brush. That's not dishonest exactly, but it's worth knowing. The ISSEVE claims 22 pieces. 14 are actual tools. Better ratio, but some of those plastic molds feel pretty cheap. And then there's the Bambooworx. It only claims 7 pieces, but all 7 are sushi tools, no padding. What you see is what you get. And honestly, for the quality of the bamboo, it might be the best value on this list at $12 to $18. The lesson here, don't compare kits by piece count. Compare them by how many pieces you'll actually use to make sushi. Okay, this is where I spent most of my time. I went through reviews on all 6 kits, not just the star ratings. I wanted to know what people actually complain about and what they praise. The #1 complaint across every single kit? Durability. About 23% of negative reviews across all brands mention something breaking or falling apart within the first few uses. Usually the bamboo mat splitting or the knife handle coming loose. But here's what surprised me. The #1 praise across all kits, showing up in 45% of positive reviews. Great for beginners. People aren't buying these expecting professional quality. They want something that works for a Saturday night at home. Now look at the ratings. BambooMN has the highest at 4.6 stars. Bambooworx is second at 4.5. Both of these kits skip the knife entirely. The kits that include knives all get complaints about knife quality dragging their scores down. My advice? Whatever knife comes in your kit, ignore it. Use a sharp kitchen knife you already own. Wet the blade between cuts. That one change makes a bigger difference than anything else. I spent a few hours on Reddit. Read through r/sushi, r/Japanese food, and r/cooking. About 50 threads discussing sushi kits. The experienced home sushi makers on Reddit mostly say skip the kits entirely. Buy a bamboo mat, a sharp knife, and a rice paddle separately. Total cost maybe $15. But for beginners? Reddit is actually surprisingly positive about starter kits. The thinking is, low risk, low cost, you try it and see if you enjoy it, then you upgrade the pieces that matter. The 2 kits I saw recommended most often, Bambooworx for people who just want to try it once, and Delamu for people who want everything in one box. And one thing that came up in literally every thread discussing kit knives, don't use them. I'm not exaggerating. Every single person who mentioned the included knives said the same thing. Dull, flimsy. Use your own. This is a question I see a lot. Should you buy a kit or take a sushi class? A kit costs $15 to $45. A sushi class on Cozy Meal or a local cooking school costs $60 to $120 per person. Here's my take after 5 years of doing this. Buy a cheap kit first. Try making rolls at home 2 or 3 times. If you enjoy it and want to get better, book a class to fix your technique. If the kit sits in a drawer after 2 uses, you just saved yourself $80. A class teaches you technique that no instruction sheet can replace. But YouTube fills that gap for most people, honestly. I learned more from one 15-minute video from a Japanese cooking channel than from any instruction card that came with a kit. 3 different ways to form sushi rolls. Bamboo mats are traditional. They cost $3 to $8 standalone. You need to wrap them in cling film to keep the rice from sticking in the gaps. Technique takes about 3 to 5 attempts to figure out. But once you get it, bamboo gives you the most control. Silicone mats are easier to clean. Rice doesn't stick as much. More forgiving for beginners. Some sushi purists will roll their eyes at you, but for home use they work fine. Plastic molds skip the rolling entirely. Press rice in, add fillings, close the mold, pop it out. Good for kids, good for parties. The results look a bit industrial though. Start with bamboo. It's the cheapest, the most versatile, and learning to roll properly is honestly half the fun. Give it a fair shot before switching. This trips up more beginners than anything else. The wrong rice ruins your sushi regardless of how good your kit is. You need Japanese short grain rice, specifically Koshi Hikari or Cal Rose. That's it. The starch in these varieties makes the grains cling together, which is what holds a sushi roll together. Long grain rice, jasmine rice, basmati, none of these work. The grains don't stick, you can't form a roll. I learned this the hard way in 2021 with a bag of jasmine rice. Total disaster. For the seasoning, 4 tablespoons rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons sugar, 1 teaspoon salt per 2 cups of uncooked rice. Heat until the sugar dissolves. Don't boil it. Fold it into the cooked rice with a cutting motion, not stirring. Stirring makes it gummy. Fan the rice while you fold to cool it down. Nishiki and Tamaki Gold are the 2 brands I use most, both widely available at Asian grocery stores and on Amazon. About $3 to $5 a pound. After 5 years, I own way too much sushi gear. Most of it sits in a drawer. Here's what I actually use every single time. A sharp knife, not the kit knife, your own chef's knife, 8 to 10 inches. Keep it sharp. Wet the blade between every cut. A rice cooker, optional but worth it if you make sushi more than twice a month. I used the stove for 2 years before getting a Zoji Rushi, around $180, but it makes perfect rice every time. Nori sheets in bulk. No kit gives you enough for more than 1 session. Buy a pack of 50. Costs about $8 to $12 and lasts months. That's really it. Everything else is nice to have, but not essential. All right, let me make this simple. If you've never made sushi before and you want everything in one box, Delamu 20-in-1, about $25. Best overall starter kit. If you care about material quality and you already know the basics, BambooMN, about $20. Best mats of any kit I tested. If you just want to try it once and don't want to spend much, Bambooworx, about $14. Simple, well-made, no filler. Skip whatever knife comes in the kit. Use your own. Buy Japanese short grain rice, not jasmine or basmati. And keep a bowl of water next to you while you work. Trust me on that one. I've got a full written comparison with all the data tables and the Amazon review analysis linked in the description below. If you found this useful, subscribe. I'm doing more of these data-driven comparisons on sushi tools and Japanese home cooking gear. Thanks for watching. Go make some sushi.